Okay, Committee of Adjustment, Municipality of West Elgin, February 22nd, starting at 3:45 PM here in Council Chambers in West Thorn. So we'll call the meeting to order. Committee of Adjustment Chair is myself, Trust Tellier. I call this meeting to order, as I said, at 3:45 PM. You mover and seconder? No, because it's me. Okay. So number 2, the purpose of the meeting.
The purpose of this meeting of the West Elgin Committee of Adjustment is to allow the presentation of one application for minor variance and to allow interested members of the public an opportunity to ask questions or offer comments with regard to this application. Written comments must be submitted to the Secretary Treasurer of the committee. If any member of the public would like to be notified in writing of the Committee of Adjustment's decision on a particular application, they are to provide their name and mailing address to the Secretary Treasurer at clerk@danyafemia.net. At westelgin.net. This will also entitle you to be advised of possible local planning appeal tribunals hearings in the event the decision on the application is appealed. Notice was sent via regular mail on February 9th, 2024 to property owners within 60 meters, 200 feet of the subject property and to agencies requiring notice.
Thank you for that. We'll move along to disclosure of any pecuniary interest. Looking around the room, not seeing any. Move on to number 4, minor variance, D-13, 1-2024 for the property 24953 Pioneer Line. Mr. Brown, you want to speak to that?
Certainly. Thank you, Madam Chair. The application in this instance, as noted, is a minor variance for a property on Pioneer Line. Back in December of 2023, the Land Division Committee approved the establishment of the lot in question here. It was actually the reestablishment of the lot. There were abutting lands that over many years of having changed in ownership had merged with the adjoining lands. The lot was reestablished. However, because of that reestablishment, there was a portion of the lot line abutting existing buildings on that lot where the buildings themselves are actually located closer than what the current standard is. So as much as it tends to be a little frustrating to have to do these minor variances, when you're reestablishing those lines, you have to go through that technical exercise to get everything back into compliance going forward. So the variance is really not granting relief from something that didn't exist prior to the request for reestablishing the lot. It's simply recognizing what has been in place for quite some time. The buildings on this lot are not new and were established quite some time ago in that location. The variance request has been assessed under the 4 tests under the Planning Act and meets those tests. There was no concerns or objections were received from any neighbors. There was no internal department concern, and the Lower Thames was provided circulation with the Severance application and had no additional comments related to the variance. As such, unless there's questions from the public or members of the committee, that is all I have, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much. Do you move to written comments now? Any received at all, clerk?
None received at the municipal office.
Okay, thank you. Comments for anything from the committee? Seeing none. Anything from the public? Any comments at all? Seeing none, I'll have the recommendation then, please.
That West Elgin Committee of Adjustment hereby receives the report from Robert Brown, planner, regarding minor variance application D-13, 1-2024, recommendation report 2024-07, and that West Elgin Committee of Adjustment grant minor variance application D-13, 1-2024 for relief from section 4.1, item E, accessory uses, buildings and structures to recognize the existing setback of 2 outbuildings along the easterly lot line of the subject property.
A mover and a seconder for that recommendation. Moved by Committee Member Novakis, seconded by Committee Member Statham, and all in favor? It is so passed. Move on to number 5, which is adjournment. Recommendation is that the West Elgin Committee of Adjustment hereby close the public meeting held pursuant to the Planning Act at 3:49 PM. Mover and a seconder, please. Committee Member Novakis. Committee Member Denning, all in favor? It is so passed. That's the close of that